Hello.
Hello.
Ever since you handed in your report, my people have been working tirelessly to find a connection between a number of intriguing events that have occurred in Sol over the course of the last few weeks. The first incidents were barely out of the ordinary. High-tech traders missing cargo, manipulated delivery schedules, the occasional kidnapping and ransoming. Then things began to ramp up. Top-secret deliveries being raided, fake distress signals targeting our military trainees, sabotage on a grand scale, and lately, more and more of these incidents involve the Xenon in some fashion. We can no longer ignore the possibility of a major new threat to the Terran Protectorate. Based on recent evidence, my people are fairly sure that our opponents are the infamous Yaki. In a nutshell, they're pirates. Our data suggested that they originated as members of the Argon Federation, another splinter group they couldn't keep under control. The Yaki have always dabbled in dangerous technology, and they seem to have only doubled down on that alarming compulsion since we last had the pleasure of making contact. One of their criminal spin-off enterprises, the infamous Beryl, was responsible for an AGI drone attack on Earth in recent history. Expect their ships to be heavily armed and highly maneuverable. Ah, yes, indeed. I recognize you might have personal reasons for your interest, so it seems only prudent to offer you this assignment first. The objective is simple. Find out where these pirates are hiding, what their goals are, and whether they can be defeated. Unfortunately, you will only be able to call upon limited support during your mission. As an undercover operative, it is paramount that no direct connection can be drawn between you and the Terran Secret Service. Once you leave Protectorate space, you're on your own. I can provide some guidance to help you get started, but ultimately, you will be the one making decisions under pressure. You and Cadet Shinneman recently encountered an especially malicious distress signal trap that was presumably set by these Yaki. They seem to be targeting specific Terran ships for some reason, and since they're keen on eliminating anyone who follows their trail, that reason remains a mystery to us. If we catch them in the act, that will tell us more about their objectives. An advanced satellite should be able to pick up on all distress signals in the sector. My team will evaluate the data and point you towards potential discrepancies. With your record, you will do just fine, Operative. I'll leave you to prepare.
Takoba.
Awaiting orders.
Docking granted. Successfully docked. It's an honor to have you aboard. Autopilot engaged. Disengaged.
Let's see here. 2 medical emergencies and a harmless collision in the docking queue. Nothing out of the ordinary. Patrols are already moving in to assist. Carry on with your task.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged. Entering Jupiter.
Beautiful, isn't it? Solid piece, I mean. I hope we can keep it that way. And here we are. You just have to know what to watch out for. A civilian transport logged an unidentified vessel, creeping about at the edges of the sector, refusing to answer when being asked for directions. There's no mention of a patrol encounter, so that ship might still be out there. Judging by the log trajectory, we may be able to make a strike in the next sector. That's a lead. Let's move.
Autopilot engaged.
Interesting. We're getting dangerously close to Sagaris Pioneers' territory. They're spread thin and rely on Terran trade. That makes them especially vulnerable to these pirate raids. If I were a shadowy nemesis that wanted to strike the Protectorate where it's weakest, Pioneer's space is where I'd begin.
Autopilot disengaged.
No hits. That's somewhat unexpected. No, there's something here. A faint signal my team can't quite pinpoint. I believe a more in-depth search is in order. produced a result at least. If you keep this up, you'll be able to narrow down the signal's origin. Move towards the new search area and try again. It's getting clearer.
Empty space.
Great. Keep it up.
Wreck.
We've almost got it.
Empty space.
There we go. I'll assign a local patrol to assist you right away. These pirates won't ambush us this time.
Ukri. Ukri.
Your escort is ready and eager for a fight.
Wreck.
Xenon, dispatch them, operative.
I'll wipe you out.
I'm afraid you'll have to continue on your quest right away. A local trader just sent out a distress signal, and the pattern matches that of an earlier pirate attack. We're close to apprehending these intruders.
Thank you.
Entering Uranus. Empty space. Autopilot disengaged.
Seems you've arrived just in time. The reports are piling up from Pioneer's territory, as we feared.
Hokkaido. Mineral. Okinawa. Autopilot disengaged.
How odd. The trader reports that she was ordered to drop her cargo, but that nothing of value ended up being stolen. Only a small amount of foodstuffs. However, there's no time to dwell on that right now. This is as far as I can safely communicate with you, Operative. From here on out, you're on your own.
Terran individual has terminated communications, I can finally share my insights with my valued assistant. I do so fancy a scientific investigation.
Entering Neptune. Computronics.
I spot a Pioneer mining fleet in the distance. Maybe we can ask them for directions.
Sin. Docking granted.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Successfully docked.
Hello.
Bolo. Mineral. Autopilot engaged.
By the Queen! Those pioneer fellows seem to be in trouble.
Oh, treads there. One step closer, and your space lights out.
No. This can't be happening. Fleet, defend yourself. Don't let that Yaki take away our hard-earned credits.
Captain? Are you sure?
Of course I am. We're pioneers, and we won't be done in by a pirate.
Fools! Rifle seams. Come, my children. Tear them from their metal coffins.
You're going for recycling. Get
Oh, that was a close one. Now, friend, I don't know how to thank you. Had you not arrived at precisely the right moment, I don't know if we would have found the courage to stand up against that vile fiend.
But, Captain Atreides...
Reuven, please, give our guest a moment to breathe. Maybe collecting the cargo that was scattered during this most heinous attack will help lift our spirits, yes? Please, friend, give us a hand if you will.
Thanks for your help.
Container. 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 Container.
Splendid. Please, friend, do accompany us on our journey. It is just a short hop. Upon our arrival, I will arrange for you to be generously accommodated. Say, friend, what lead you to this most remote of places. Perhaps you've heard of the famous Pioneers Initiative, and couldn't help but want to see this most honourable endeavour for yourself. I can proudly say that us pioneers have dutifully expanded the reaches of Sol ever since our inception, and our glorious tale grows grander by the day.
I must say that this operation is rather fascinating.
A boron? How intriguing. You couldn't possibly be here because of the planetary beautification program?
Oh, indeed. I have a plethora of vivid ideas that I would very much like to... that information is classified. Friend.
Bola.
Right. Too many ears. Well, I'm sure we'll have ample opportunity for a chat once we arrive at our destination, my dear friends.
Captain, we're approaching our base vibrations.
Capital. Well then, my friend, you go and take the cargo you helped us collect to the customs officer over yonder. Don't worry, she'll catch on eventually, and you'll get your share.
Docking granted.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Tacoba.
This entire situation appears to be rather opaque. I do hope that this customs officer will be able to shed some light on what we just witnessed.
Yes? How can I help you? Yes, I've been expecting another delivery. One shipment of Terran Tech unloaded and ready for sampling. Few of these crates are damaged. That's a bit troubling. You wouldn't know anything about that, now would you? A Yaki attack? Yes, of course, that's something we take very seriously. I will inform the local authorities right away. Please, deliver my thanks to Captain Atreides for his bravery. Don't worry about it. Here, take this as well, and you'll have to excuse me, but I'm quite busy.
I am afraid I was not quite able to follow. We may have to investigate further. The denizens of the local recreation establishment will surely be able to elaborate. Trust me, assistant, for I have done my research on proper detective work.
Hello there.
Stars light upon you. My people are spread far, and I consider it my holy duty to travel the Gate network.
and give spiritual guidance to those in need. One day, these pioneers will perceive that their work is guided by the sacred geometry of the cosmos that shaped us all. However, I have realized, with great regret, that not even my Paranid brethren among the scientific elite can spare the time for my counsel. Truly a tragic display of hubris. I had no choice but to withdraw to this humble place so that I may meditate and resume my service among the lowest of the low. These people desperately need someone to teach them serenity and contentment. This area of the Gate Network houses so many disparate peoples, so much potential for strife. And even on this station, there is scarcely a moment of peace. Not so long ago, I observed a pilot with a terribly asymmetrical face storm through these serene halls, assailing innocent bystanders. It would truly be a shame if this budding community were to wither in senseless conflict. Good day to you.
Hello there. Oh, I'm just working for the captain over there. It's a well-paying job, all things considered. Especially with all the pirate attacks recently. Yeah, about that. You do realize that we're professionals, right? That we've probably dealt with pirates in the past? That situation could have gone a lot worse, but it also could have gone a whole lot better if we'd made even the slightest effort to de-escalate. Look, I'm glad you came to help us out, but next time, try to read the situation first. Should probably tell that to the captain, too.
Hello there, pilot. End up here. I was with the pioneers from the very start. Well, almost. Mining rights were difficult to come by back in those days. And if you're just some odd jobber on the edges of Sol, the well-oiled machine of the Terran Protectorate economy treats you like space dust. No offense, by the way. Don't know if you're affiliated, but you did meet up with us coming from that direction. She did what? Yes, of course. The bravery. And when those xenons started pouring in, and we just blasted them out of the sky. Oh, that was glorious, wasn't it? Couldn't have done it without you, friend. And she told you that? You two must be getting rather close already. Look, I'm not saying she's wrong. I know I jumped the gun. Might have endangered the entire operation. I'm sorry I misjudged you. I simply saw a ship I didn't know arriving at that crucial moment, and tried my best to keep up appearances. But I know that doesn't change anything. I should maybe just stay away from Shani for a while. A very long while. Enjoy your stay.
Greetings, fellow pioneer. I am on a trade mission for the local branch of the Talati Company. If things go well, I may soon call myself CEO of the Ugaras Foundation, purveyor of progress and business partner of the Cigaris Pioneers. Independence is truly one of the greatest catalysts for profit. Everyone here is so secretive. It feels as if I am constantly walking on eggshells. That customs officer is the worst of the entire clutch. If you miss one small bit of the customs code and answer in the wrong fashion, you suddenly find yourself left outside and a deal short. Have you heard that certain sensory impressions can trigger memories? For me, personally, it is the sight of my credit balance increasing. A pleasure doing business with you. I can already feel it all coming rushing back to me. Now, I do vividly remember seeing a man, most likely an Argon, leaving the customs office in a hurry. As a Taladi, I cannot really comment on such things, but one of his kind may indeed have described him as unseemly. His face bore strange markings, possibly from a war injury or a cheap surgery. That said, I was supposed to discuss a trade agreement today, and my appointment keeps getting postponed. I have waited quite long enough. Farewell, generous patron.
That should do it. I believe we have enough clues to find our Yaki connection.
Hello there, pilot. No, I'm innocent, I swear. That customs officer has been in cahoots with those pirates this entire time. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a Yaki herself.
You disgust me, Atreides. We made a promise.
I'm only telling the truth, Reuven. I keep telling you that we can't stand up to the Protectorate. Please don't tell your superiors. Apprehend that customs officer, and this entire mess will be cleaned up, I promise. Damn it. Reuven, wait.
Praise miscommunication, as our new parent and friend might say. Onward! I have marked the customs office for you.
Hello.
Oh no! The tadpole has jumped the pond. Hurry up, assistant. Our investigation demands the utmost haste.
Autopilot engaged.
That asteroid does look peculiarly inhabited. Or abandoned. It might just be the poor quality of your camera's resolution. I do advise caution. And there is the customs officer again. Do not spook. We still have to find the clue.
You, stop right there.
Judging by previous reactions to your rather forceful negotiation tactics, a certain amount of pressure will likely cause her to yield.
Rapier.
What do you want? Are you threatening me? I have no further business with you. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe it's for the best. Towards the end, he was a danger to himself and everyone around him. We might have been, once. It's true, by the way. He came to me quite recently. Went on and on about this new piece of cyberware he'd built out of Terran high-tech. He was so proud. And of course, he wanted me to have it. Thought that it would make me reconsider my decision and maybe go back with him. He was already so far gone. I couldn't bring myself to say no, and so I took it. Kept it with me, even though I knew I'd never return there. Here, I'll make you an offer. You seem more sensible than I expected, and I have a feeling that you wouldn't stop searching just because I told you to get lost. You go ahead and take this. See where it leads you. All I ask of you is to keep an open mind and don't judge a book by its cover. There are going to be a few ugly ones where you're headed. Good luck.
An item? How curious. This appears to be a rather advanced piece of cybernetics. Its creator seems to have poured his very soul into the intricate metalwork, and if my eyes do not mislead me, yes, it appears to be linked to the scary and sinister asteroid in your vicinity. Assistant, I command you to investigate. I can feel this place watching me. I suggest we conclude our investigation in the most efficacious and hasty manner possible. I do not like the look of that.
Laser powered smart one.
An abandoned Yaki ship. So this is what that awfully suspicious customs officer was hiding.
Tacoba. Maria.
Now, I am sure that you would like to familiarize yourself with the controls of this intriguing vessel, but all in due time. May I propose that we first increase the abandonment of this horrible place by several levels of desolation? Such ingenuity! Assistant, you have outdone yourself. Now that we have completed that most uncomfortable episode, there appear to be multiple options at your disposal, Assistant. From what I could gather, your other employer would undoubtedly appreciate your swift return. However, those overzealous Terrans will likely quarantine this marvelous piece of technology in their enthusiasm. Should you decide to meet them, it would be prudent to not waste resources on ship equipment beforehand. Alternatively, and if I may say so, preferably, You are always welcome to join me at your own headquarters. I do admit that I may not be the most ostentatious or generous of hosts, but I promise not to damage your newly acquired vessel during the examination. The quest for knowledge is the noblest of pursuits.